Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi, and I am here to do the full moon in Sagittarius reading for the sign of Cancer. And that's Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hope everyone is doing well. So this Sagittarius moon, this moon represents our quest for truth. You know, Sag is that got that bow and arrow. He's like the seeker. And Sag is also optimistic. So at this time, you will probably feel that your faith and optimism is on the increase. And whatever you're dealing with, and so if you're seeking solutions, the solutions you seek will lead to success. But you got to seek it, right? So, with that said, Cancer, now we had that new moon that just passed, and that new moon for you was about getting rid of some old ways of doing things, right? Get rid of some old ways or old systems that you felt maybe you just didn't need or they just didn't work anymore. So now it's time at this particular moon, this full moon, it is about personal and or professional partnerships. This is about a time for moving through some tension and resolve. The trick is to stay with the solution, as problems may be plenty. Problems will be, you're going to run into some problems, okay? So, but the thing is, seek solutions. Now, also, when you think about a Cancer, rules and traditions, they all have their place. But sometimes, whatever's going on, you just have to follow your heart. Trust it to guide you through any confusion, as maybe some moral, ethical issues may come about. So you have to be able to trust your heart at this time. And if you trust your heart and seek solutions at the Sagittarius full moon, you will find success. So I'm looking at this as you're coming out of this phase right now. Maybe there was some denial, a setback, or maybe just an overinflated ego, or lack of direction. Maybe you were just feeling scattered. You were feeling all over the place. Maybe a lot of things were coming at you from one way or another. And maybe your expectations were not, you just weren't being practical. Your things you were doing or your expectations were unrealistic. And maybe you're just a little selfish. Everybody different, So I see this possibly as just coming out of that particular phase now. Or, coming in, the new moon is on, the full moon is on Monday, the 17th. So, if you look at this before the full moon, maybe this is what you're going through. But once you get into that full moon phase, you're going to be seeking solutions. And any goals or plans or ideas that you have had that were unrealistic, you're going to bring them down to reality here. Because this is all about balance. Balance is also, this is a time of healing and diplomacy and developing your creative expression. Now this is the Chariot. I like the way this is depicted. It's like the twins. They're like the yin and yang. They balance each other. These are the Abejis, the twins, and they balance each other out. And it's like you see, like the storm is moving. So whatever it is that you're going through, you're coming into a time of healing and a time of cooperation. I strongly urge you to maybe find some type of healthy lifestyle. And when I say healthy lifestyle, you know what you're doing. If there's some change that you need to make, or maybe it's just practicing some type of meditation, and the balance of give and receive, and trying to stay focused. You know, because if you're always giving, you're going to feel out of balance. If you're one that's always taking, there's not a balance. So you have to strive here for balance, mind, body, and spirit. And whatever you do it in moderation, because whatever you're feeling confused about, if it's a moral, ethical issue, you'll have to be able to step back and evaluate that. You're not going to be able to be unrealistic or deal in ego. All that stuff is going to have to, you have to get that in check. Because actually, when you turn this up, this is about confidence and motivation. So this is basically saying here you're out of balance and you're needed to get in balance here. And if you can manage to do those things here, there's hope and promise for you. And actually you should probably start to feel enthusiastic. And especially at this Sag moon, it's about optimism and faith. You will be feeling that a sense of freedom of oppression. So maybe what was going on here, whatever was going on in your life, it was just weighing down on you, and it just had you out of balance. So now this is about getting that ego in check and stepping into your creativeness, your goodwill. And now this is fire, so this is about ambition and hope, optimism, faith, which I think is great, especially at this Sagittarius moon. So you're probably more comfortable sometimes sitting back, but this is a time to break out any shyness or, the imbalance. It's time to seek resolution to why you're imbalanced, so that you can step into your creativity, so that you can move forward. This is also like celebrating family reunions, graduations, things like that. So this is probably a very good time for you. So there's a reason for you to feel elevated. But you have to get yourself in balance here. And what's interesting here is this is confidence. Well, excuse me, you know what? Now this is the spirit card, my bad. This is the spirit or the advice card. And this is the Four of Wands. And the message is, make the most of this moment of stability to fully enjoy and benefit what you have gained. Wow. So you're getting yourself back together, and now it's almost like you're in a more stable place where you can feel some peace and some balance, so that you can move forward creatively, because this is a creative card. Now the tree here I have is the mahogany tree. And this speaks of confidence. So, feeling out of balance, was your confidence low? You know, mahogany makes the best furniture. It's sturdy, fine furniture. So, with this, maybe, you know, you just need to get yourself around some trustworthy people. Maybe it's the crowd you're around, you know. Maybe you're around people who tear down your confidence. You need to get around people who are going to build you up. Not take on your stuff, but build you up. And, you know, sometimes criticism is taken the wrong way. Nevertheless, you know, maybe someone's going to give you some advice that may be helpful. But this says, a test of fortitude brings a heart fortified within itself. Light shed on darkness uncovers intrigue and mystery. So that intrigue and mystery could be those moral and ethical questions that maybe you've been contemplating. So tap into your confidence, Cancer. Get balance and tap into your confidence. So I'm going to pull a Zen card here. I love these cards. I don't use them all the time. And, okay, that is just too many. Let's do this again. Okay, let's see. Give me a message here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this full moon in Sagittarius. Sincerity. Allow your true actions to flow from the innocence of your heart. This sincerity is assured. Follow the way. Live authentically. Restore innocence to your world. Sincerity. Which is interesting because with this card right here, maybe your ego and stuff was just maybe a little overinflated. And so this is comes back to that confidence and that sincerity, being sincere in heart. And maybe that is part of that moral and ethical issue that you're asking yourself about, maybe how you responded or handled certain situations. So Cancer, I encourage you to get balance and elevate yourself. Fall into your confidence and be sincere. Okay? So Cancer, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.